am doing the Doctor Who tag, which Amanda Fangirl Files tagged me in a while back now. I actually filmed a version of this video already, but I realized that I didn't have quite as much enthusiasm as I should for this subject, because I love Doctor Who. Let me just show you how much I love Doctor Who. This is a custom-made plush TARDIS that a friend made for me a few years back. And it's just like a staple of my household decorating. It's so squishy and soft and wonderful. Doctor Who is a study of British television evolution. On the one hand, it is a children's show. It started out as this campy thing and then turned into nostalgia. But at the same time, it also is this really serious drama that is still able to be watched by families all together. It has this pedigree and this history to it that is unmatched in any genre, in any television show, in the entire world. And that's fantastic. Not only is this show like an idea of the future, multiple different ideas of the future in fact, but it's also informing us about history and the way things used to be, as well as being a part of history itself. The series has 50 years worth of history behind it, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. The first question, of course, is who is your favorite Doctor? I am definitely much more familiar with New Who, but I have a huge soft spot in my heart for the second Doctor. Granted, I've only seen a handful of his serials, but my very favorite being The Mind Robber. I just love the playfulness and the unpredictability of this guy who just wanders around playing a recorder, and it's just he's insane, which is exactly how you have to view Doctor Who a lot of the time. The second question in this tag is, what is your favorite Doctor Who story or episode? And this is a very, very difficult question because I have a favorite episode for every Doctor, every companion, every season of Doctor Who that I have seen. But I am choosing The Doctor's Wife as my favorite episode, in part because I really love this idea and this concept that we finally get to meet the TARDIS as a person. We always knew that she was a sentient being, but really getting to meet her and getting a chance to put a face and a name to this machine that we've known for so long is just a really, really amazing thing. I also love it just in part because Neil Gaiman wrote it, and I love everything that Neil Gaiman does. So, The Doctor's Wife. Question number 3, who is your favorite companion? Once again, all the hard questions, but for this one I'm actually choosing a character that I don't know as well as I know some of the other ones, but I think that Ace is my favorite character in the 50-year series, and to be honest, I don't even know why. I just really like her attitude and her personality, and it really resonates with me. So, Ace. Question number 4, what was your first Doctor Who episode / story? No bones about it. This has a very obvious answer, and my first Doctor Who story was the first episode of New Who, Rose. So because Rose was also my first companion and was sort of the main character of the series for the first year or so, when she left the show and her character is no longer on the series, I was so angry that I refused to watch the next episode for a whole 2 weeks. And that was I probably watched the whole series, the whole first 2 seasons of the show in 2 weeks. So I was so angry, it was not even funny. But it's funny to look back on it now, but at the time I was absolutely distraught. I could not believe that Rose was no longer going to be a part of Doctor Who. Question number 5. What is your favorite series or era of Doctor Who? And I definitely have to say that the Davies era Doctor Who, the first 4-ish seasons, are my favorite. Russell T Davies and his crew really captured the heart of the emotion of Doctor Who. Sci-fi, I think, is always at its best when it's reflecting the culture around it. And Davies really brought the series into the 21st century and did it really, really well, I think. Question number 6. What is your favorite Regeneration story, pre or post Regeneration story? Definitely the Regeneration from the 2nd Doctor into the 3rd Doctor. The reason that I like this story is because of just the structure of it and the sort of nonsense to it even. Because the 2nd Doctor is obviously nonsensical and unpredictable. He gets called into the Time Lord Council, which I love. I love that we get to see Gallifrey. We get to see the Time Lords sort of, maybe not in their prime, but we get to see them as an existing force in the universe. And then he's forced to regenerate and then gets exiled to Earth. But like, that punishment doesn't even make sense. The Doctor loves Earth. How is this a punishment for him? So he's stuck on Earth with companions and adventures and unit and like this ridiculous car. It's like, it's not even a punishment at all. So that is definitely my favorite Regeneration story because it's just so silly. Question number 7. What is your favorite desktop theme for the TARDIS? Definitely the current TARDIS is my favorite. I wish it was a little bit warmer, kind of like the Matt Smith era TARDIS, but I like the technology and the Gallifreyan words and stuff like that. I love that there are books and places to sit and it's so much more interactive than I think a lot of the TARDIS things have been in the past. And I really enjoy that. I really like that a lot. Question number 8, the final question. What is your favorite Doctor Who monster? And the answer to this question is actually the easiest, I think, because the answer for me is the Vasha Narada. They're absolutely terrifying. They feed on fear, they feed on your emotions, and they only leave shadows. Do you know how often in real life you have multiple shadows and how terrifying that is? Plus they come from books. Books! How can we go on knowing that there might be terrible things trapped inside of books? Oh God, it's terrifying, and it's so sad because it's ripping. Books are the best, guys, and they're making them scary, and I don't want it. Just take it away. Whatever you are, whoever you are, come back from wherever you came from and get away from me. I don't want it. Okay, that was the last question. Obviously, Doctor Who means quite a lot to me. I love the series, I love the show, but honestly, I think that the thing that matters the most to me out of the series, which has all these wonderful stories and so many great ideas and things to internalize, but I think the thing that I've gotten the most out of is the fandom that surrounds it. My roommate in college that I mentioned earlier was actually the president of the Doctor Who club in school as well, which I was sort of a part of. And the friends that I've made on the internet, in real life, and the connections to people that have come through the show are really the most powerful thing about it for me. So there we go. the Doctor Who tag, and I'm supposed to tag other people, I think. Oh shoot, I didn't think this through. I definitely didn't think this through. And I hate saying like, oh, do it whenever, if you want to do the Doctor Who tag, do the Doctor Who tag. I also don't know which like mutual people that follow me and I follow have like are fans of Doctor Who. So man. Okay. I have failed in this respect in tagging people, and I deeply regret it because I hate it when people say this, but I'm going to do this. If you want to do the tag, please do the tag. I don't know, guys. I'm struggling with this, but if you like Doctor Who and we follow each other, please let me know. Even if you don't do the tag, please just let me know that you love Doctor Who, because I will know who to make my super nerd references to. Yeah, do that at the very least. That's all I have for today, folks. I hope you get a chance to do something that you love today. If you want to see more of me talking really excitedly about TV and sometimes singing and short poetry, I do a lot of random stuff on this channel, but if you want to see more of it, then go ahead and subscribe, give this a like, because I would love to have you guys. Yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.